Hey TubeUbers, and this video here is my contest entry into Lola's Basement's 500 subscribers contest. Congratulations, Ricky. Glad that you've made it to that many. I should be to 500 in about 5 years or so. So 10 questions that I need to answer and then link the video. So I wrote down the questions. So here we go. Question 1. How long have you been collecting movies? I have been collecting movies, I'd say for about 20, I'd say about 20 years now. So since I was just a little kid, basically. Started with VHS, and so yeah. Favorite places to pick up movies? Well, we don't have a lot of places around here to actually get films. I mean, we have the Walmart, the Best Buy, the Targets, but I'd have to say my favorite place, because I do find a lot of treasures there, and that would be FYE. I mean, I found, $60, $70 movies for like $3-4 there. They just seem to have the best selection, and on used stuff, they really do have some good prices on used stuff. The new stuff, not so much. You can pay an arm and a leg for new stuff there. But I'd say FYE, and then secondary after that, probably the Walmart down the road, because they do get in a lot of the more lower budget, underground, harder to find, not so many people have heard of type horror films, and just other random cool movies that might kind of just, pop up all of a sudden. I'll be like, oh, what is this? Cool, I'll buy it, type of thing. So yeah, FYE and I guess Walmart. Question 3, do I like soundtracks with various artists or instrumental, the orchestral type stuff? I like the instrumental stuff. There was a point in my life of collecting where I was going to start collecting the instrumental soundtracks, and then really they became super hard to find around here, so I just ditched that idea. But I'm not really a huge fan of the ones that have actual songs on them. Now there are some, obviously, like Lost Boys soundtrack and things like that. There are some movies that do have really good music by bands with lyrics and vocals all the way through, but most of the time I prefer the instrumental type soundtracks. Question 4, any Swedish movies in my collection? Yes, sir. All the ones that you have sent me. Question 5, what movie would I love to see a remake of? I think about this question a lot, actually. Every time I look around at the movies here, I always see like an older film that I'm like, that'd be a pretty cool remake if this was involved and he was involved or she was involved and this director, blah, blah, blah. And even some movies that aren't necessarily that old, I'll still be like, if they rebooted this, then, I'd like to see this, because nowadays, seems like a movie can be rebooted or remade only after a couple years. I mean, look at the Hulk and the Incredible Hulk type films. Yeah, so they can be rebooted pretty quick. But the one that always pops into my head the most, as long as they could keep it violent and keep it rated R, but I don't know. Maybe it would have to be released like PG-13 in theaters, then like maybe you could have like the rated R version, or the extended rated R cut on DVD or Blu-ray or something. But I would really like to see the Blade franchise rebooted. I absolutely love Blade 1, Blade 2, Blade 3. I love Wesley Snipes' Blade. I love the cast of characters that's in them. I like the action. I like the violence. I like the tongue-in-cheek humor that's in them. But I would really like to see the Blade franchise rebooted. I have thoughts and ideas about who I'd like to see as Blade, and various other characters in the Blade universe. But that's a whole nother video. So yeah, Blade. Next question. If there's going to be a movie of my life, who would I want to direct? Well, I'm going to have to go with one of my favorite directors of all time. I don't think the man has made a bad film, and that's Guillermo del Toro. I love that chunky son of a gun. So I'd have to go with Guillermo. I can just imagine the visuals. Oh, yes. It would be beautiful. Next up, question 7. Any signed movies or movie-related items? Well, let's take a ride. Actually, that Napoleon Dynamite poster up there is the only thing I have signed by anybody. That's signed by John Heater. I got that when he came here to Salem, when Napoleon Dynamite opened, because this is where he grew up and went to school. So that's when I got that poster there. But that's my only piece of merchandise, unfortunately. Question number 8. All-time favorite actor and actress. Well, the actor is easy. That's Humphrey Bogart. From his early stuff to his later stuff, I just think he was brilliant. I think he lets off an aura that I just don't think can be touched nowadays. There's a lot of actors that try to get close to it, but you just can't touch Bogey. There are some other... Most of my favorite actors are actually older actors. You know, James Cagney, Jimmy Stewart, Edward G. Robinson, Errol Flynn. But modern actors, I mean, I like people like Bruce Campbell. I wouldn't say he's a good actor, but I like watching the guy. Kind of like Mila Jovovich. I like watching Mila, but I don't really think she's a fantastic actress. So there's other current actors like that. And for the actress, I just go with an actress that always seems to pop into my head, and that's Chloe Grace Moretz. I just think she has the potential to be a super duper megastar. I don't think she's fully reached, even close to reaching her potential. I think she needs to not do the Equalizer type movies. I mean, Equalizer looks like a fun film, but I don't really think, you know, I don't know, that might be getting into a whole other video too. I'd love to see a hit girl movie with her, and then I'd like to see her kind of expand into bigger and better roles, like full-on starring roles, such as you know, the remake of Carrie, which I absolutely loved. I'd like to see her in bigger, better stuff like that, but I'm a big fan of Chloe Grace Moretz. Everything I've seen her in has, you know, been really good to me, and I know she is going to be in a film next year called The Fifth Wave, which is about aliens and stuff. She's going to be playing the main character, and it's probably going to end up being a trilogy of films, so I'm really excited to see her in that role there as like another big main lead role. Question number 9. If I was a horror movie, what subgenre would I be and why? I would be a found footage horror movie. Why? I just love those damn things. I love the shaking of the camera. I love the night vision. Whatever it may be, I just think the subgenre of found footage fits my life. And the last question, if me and you, if Ricky and Joe were to have a movie night, what 3 movies would I want Ricky to see? I just grabbed 3 random movies that I think are really good, and I don't think that you've seen any of these, but the Hammer classic, Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter, absolutely brilliant film. I would love to watch these 3 movies with you and get your take on them. Another classic, Psychomania, or aka Death Wheelers. There's actually a special version of this that has some interviews and stuff I'd really like to grab. Just haven't found it yet. So this is just the skinny one. And last but not least, probably one of my favorite horror films of the past few years. It came out in 2011, 2012, and it's still a movie that has kills that I remember to this day. All the kills in this are really fun, funny, unique. This is a funny film. This is a great character. I hope to see this character come back in a sequel. I think I may have read somewhere that they are doing a part 2. Not 100% positive. I might be bullshitting you and making that up, but I kind of remember. But I love this character. I love the actor in this role. And I just think it's a really, really great, over-the-top, crazy horror film. And that's Ross Noble as Stitches, the bad clown. If you have not seen this, this would be a brilliant movie to watch together. I'd love to have your take on this after it was done, but this is just a brilliant modern day horror film. I love this movie, Stitches. I think it's greatly underrated. Everybody should see this. Everybody should have this in their collection. So those are the 3 films I would pick. So there we go, my Swedish friend Ricky. Congratulations again on 500 subscribers. And here's to 500 more. And thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, spread the word, and cheers.